Hey everybody, Icy Cat here. This week sees the launch of the new season for Operation Burnt Horizon, although not quite on the day we expected. We've also got updated information regarding some things that have changed since the last time they let us know what the patch notes are going to be. So if you want to find out what all those changes are, stick around and we'll go over all of the info next. First up, the news on the release date itself. So Operation Burnt Horizon will be going live on all platforms Wednesday, March 6th. Now this may come as a surprise to some people because usually a new season will typically launch on a Tuesday. We'll get the patch notes on a Monday and the Tuesday we'll see the release of the new season. So some people may have been expecting Tuesday, March 5th, but instead we're getting it on a Wednesday. Now there was some advanced hint that it would be March 6th because there was some information regarding the Hibana Elite that said it would be available in the store starting March 6th. And that would be a little strange to release an Elite one day after the season goes live, so it did seem like maybe that was going to wind up being the date, but it does mark a departure for the launch of a new season, typically occurring on Tuesdays. So once again, all platforms this Wednesday, March 6th. Now let's take a look at the patch notes addendum. So they say they've made a number of changes and updates over the course of the Burnt Horizon test server. Additionally, they're also in the process of restructuring how the game data is stored, and this will help consolidate and reduce the overall game size. This means that the Burnt Horizon patch will be larger than normal. Patch sizes for each platform will be provided prior to maintenance. So under gameplay, we have lean spam camera placement. They say that previous camera placement at a full lean allowed players to fire without being completely exposed. As part of our fix to counteract lean spamming, we are shifting the camera to the center of the head instead of the far side of the head, even when at a full lean. And you can kind of see that as demonstrated in the pictures here between the old and the new versions of that. Then there's operator movement and running animations. With Year 4 Season 1, they have cleaned up the animations in the back end and streamlined them. This will allow us more freedom to implement new features and unique aspects of the game in the future, as the overall animation development pipeline has been streamlined. We've also updated the new running animations based on the player feedback we received so that the head lean is less aggressive to make the sprint animation look more natural. For other changes, they've made the minimum clearance level for the ranked playlist to increase from 20 to 30. I talked about this in my video last week, but they are also reducing the hit points after being revived from a down but not out state in PvP to 20. That's from 50. So you used to get 50 when you would be manually revived or reset, and now it is going to only be 20 when you get picked back up again. In Terrorist Hunt, that will be lowered down to 15. Also, for those of you that have been following along, the Hollow Sight is now going to be available in either the standard olive drab tan color that it was, or you can get a black Hollow Sight, and this is going to be determined by the base skin of the weapon it is equipped on. Then we go to operator balancing. So for Capitao, they tried to make some changes to the way his gadget worked, and I went over that in a previous video, but basically they were making his asphyxiation firebolts so that they were more consistent in how they worked, and they would also sort of spread around an area of effect in a different way. Additionally, the flames would propagate over multiple surfaces, so if you had some that would land on a counter and some that would land on a floor, you would kind of get that difference in elevation. Or if you had a split level and some landed on the first floor, then some could drop down to the second floor if that area of effect overlapped, crossing over that edge. For whatever reason, they've found some things that they're saying he's still not ready for prime time on that, so they're reverting him back to his Wind Bastion version while they take a look at and evaluate the data and feedback they've taken so far. This is a great change, and I can't wait to see them implement it. It was a lot of fun to look at on the test server, and I think that once they kind of gather all of their information and decide whether or not they're going to implement it, that this is really going to be the way that it should go. Dokkaebi also gets another nerf. So they were originally making it so that she was going to have an 18-second time period where after that, the call would automatically disconnect even if you didn't manually disconnect it. They found in the test server session that even 18 seconds was too long, so now they are nerfing it down to 12 seconds. Once that time is up, the call will automatically disconnect even if you as a player haven't done anything about it. The rest of the patch notes are really just a whole bunch of bug fixes. Nothing really jumps out here as being too big. Most of the bug fixes actually address issues that came up during the test server itself. If you want to go over the list of what all of those are, I will put the link for that down below the video players so that you can go read it for yourself. Once again, these changes are deploying across all platforms Wednesday, March 6th for the new season of Operation Burnt Horizon. At that time, we will be getting the new Outback map and the 2 new operators for everybody that has a season pass. For those of you that do not have a season pass, you have to wait for the 7-day exclusivity period to end, and you will gain access to those operators on Wednesday, March 13th. Now, once the new season launches, I will of course be making my operator profiles as well as covering things on the map and any other new features. So if you haven't already, please do like and subscribe. Make sure you click that notification button so you're alerted as soon as new content becomes available. You can also follow me over at IcyCat25 on either Facebook or Twitter. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.